We have two announced Hall of Famers getting inducted. Carmelo Anthony, Hoodie Melo, played 19 seasons, career average 23 points and 6 rebounds. Known for being a really killer at all three levels of the game, bully ball. Accolades are 10 all NBA selections, 10 NBA All-Star selections, 6 all NBA teams, 3 Olympic gold medals in the NCAA championship as well too. Obviously, his most notable 10 years was with the Denver Nuggets and also the New York Knicks as well too. And then we have Dwight Howard, who played 18 seasons, career average 16 points and 12 boards. And he as well too, I messed up the stats, but Dwight, I think 3-time Defensive Player of the Year, multiple-time All-Star as well too, was considered one of the best bigs of his era as well. Both of these guys are headlining it, but what are your thoughts and impressions on them getting selected and what they did for the league and everything?
Yeah, I'm extremely happy for Dwight. Obviously, became a laughingstock, throughout his or toward the end of his career and shit. But the internet and all of that. But now it's really nice to see him get his to see him get his recognition, especially after being left off the top 75.
That was a crime. That was criminal.
And man, Melo. I feel like Melo was a guy that I would have been my LeBron if LeBron didn't exist. Like as far as like just from a fan perspective, I always just like watching Melo like operate, and just like how he got his game off. And my favorite versions were definitely like the Knicks Melo. I like too when he was in Denver with AI. Like that was a cool little time.
How many seasons he played with Chauncey Billups?
Yeah.
I like that even more.
Yeah, that was cool too. And then Olympic Melo. That was cool. Watching them all play together and dominate, and then just that last game with Spain. Mm-hmm. So I enjoyed his career. I thought it was really great. He didn't end up with a chip, but he's definitely one of my favorite players and well deserving. It's also showing, fuck man, we getting old.
Yeah, we're getting old,
and that's okay. That's okay, but it's like, damn, like them niggas. You usually think of Hall of Fame players as niggas you didn't really get to see play for real. Mm-hmm. But I really got to see Melo's career all the way through, so it's crazy.
Yeah, his career was great. I still remember having his shoes in the 3rd grade. Yep. I mean, he had a great career in Denver. We'll see if he gets that retired. I feel like it'll have to be some stuff where like Joker's like, all right, you can retire his jersey too because he took over number 15.
At that point.
Now, Joke to me, I think it's not even close to Jokic is the best Nugget.
Yeah,
but I saw people say like it's one of those things that Jokic should have never been able to wear the number in the first place.
But since you already gave it to him,
but now that you gave it to him, it's tragic.
Now, my favorite memory of Melo was definitely when the Miami Heat decided to be some hoes and sit out and he dropped 50. Masterclass. I watched it the other day. And then his series in the Western Conference Finals against Kobe Bryant. So it's unfortunate that Kobe, had to be in his way. Yeah. But who knows? Maybe they would have fared well with the Orlando Magic that one year and went to and won the championship as well too. But I also be thinking about like Phil Jackson kind of ruined the end of his tenure in the Knicks as well too with the whole insanity situation, and then trying to get Derek Fisher as a coach after firing Woodson, and then trying to implement the triangle system that was outdated as well too. Yeah. I just felt like he should have been way higher in the all-time scoring list, and I felt like not only Phil Jackson has something to say about that, but also when he went to Houston, Daryl Morey kind of did him dirty because I still felt like he could have been a valuable piece. He didn't necessarily have to be a starter, but he could have still gave you 6-man type of minutes. So that also is something that I kind of look back and I'm just like, what if? But what are your thoughts on Melo?
I think that honestly for both of them it's dope to see them get this due because it is easy when we're at the end of some of these Hall of Famers' careers to lose the plot a little bit of like what they were in their primes. Melo was fantastic. Always great to just like watch him score. Honestly, sad what the league tried to do to him when Houston, cut him and then nobody wanted to sign him for a year, and it took for Dame in Portland to be able to like, yo, he can still play. I don't know what y'all are doing. Like,
level scorer, bro.
Yeah, and then it sucks that he had to. His last year was on that Lakers team, but yeah, especially for me, I'm mostly happy for Dwight because people really like. It was one thing with Melo, but people really try to disrespect him. Like, oh no, I don't think he's gonna be. Why would he not be a first ballot Hall of Famer? Yeah. Just because, and that to me shows the longevity of his career. Like, he came in at 18. He came out of high school. So he spent at least 11 years being one of the best centers in the league, and then spent another like 7 or 8 just like going around being good, playing defense on other teams, winning a championship still. But yeah, I mean, the winning 3 Defensive Player of the Year awards.
Real Defensive Player of the Year
awards.
Like
that's not just something that you can be like, oh, whatever. Like, yeah. So
he said when they used to get the players in the paint, they would be terrified of Dwight.
Yeah, like he's a real first ballot Hall of Famer.
I mean, not to cut you off, but I'm just like he did a masterful job against Jokic before he became the like really unstoppable type shit in the bubble. That was great to watch him do that.
Honestly, like I think he could have played a couple more seasons. I mean, if you got DeAndre Jordan playing spot minutes and these Bismack Biyombo still playing and all these other players, is like how is he not able to end on his terms? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
the league is just so whack with that.
Yeah, man.
Like you can do whatever you want outside of in your own private time, but don't pin that against someone to be on a team. Like I don't understand that. So, definitely both were great. Especially with Dwight Howard, what stands out to me was just how relatable he was with his childlike persona that he has, too, very dominant. And then obviously when he was able to take that Orlando Magic team to the finals, I didn't think that was going to happen. Played like a man, especially when they played against the Cavs. That closeout game we had like 44. He literally got in his bag. I rewatched that. I was like, what? He hit a midi, back to the basket. He was doing everything, dog. I was like, wow, he's really one of them ones.
That was sick.
And the game was much slower, so even though I think at his peak he averaged like 21, 22, he probably could have averaged a lot more, if he played in this era. But he had a great season. I mean, great career, and I'm happy that he ended up winning the championship. So that was good.